Greetings. This is Elder Blacklight here. Now, a lot of this, what I'm telling you about, separate from the thinking of the Caucasoid. I've been saying all along in different ways, but the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was saying it also before me. Separate. And he demonstrated how his separate thinking, alternative thinking from the Caucasians, right before he made his transition in 1975, he was running a multi-million-dollar operation. And that was a demonstration and a blueprint on how to do it. But our enemy sent people that look just like us in on us to lead us astray from that operation. And for 40 years, those who said they followed the Honorable Elijah Muhammad was blaming it on Minister Louis Farrakhan, but they hadn't followed his example, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad example either. They was just saying, well, look what Minister Farrakhan, he got Dr. Khalid killed, and they started beefing with Minister Farrakhan, but he was tripping, but they wasn't doing nothing but beefing with him. So this divided the nation up. So anybody talk about the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, y'all don't too much put no weight on it anyway, because his fruit of Islam is turned out to be a bunch of sour grapes. So still, whoever you following now, they don't know what to do. I'm gonna give you solutions though. I'm not gonna go back over about the money situation, how we are fiending for that dollar bill. I'm not gonna go over that. I got it in the breakdown on how we was tricked, along with the Caucasians. They were tricked. And so you got the Rothschilds invaded the United States, using countries like Russia and China and so what they're going to do now, what they up to now, because you gotta be in a position to defend yourself and then attack. One thing about Ali, he made him fight his fight. You know, he won so many of his bouts by using psychology, and the Caucasian wasn't used to his type of thinking. You know, they used to it now though. You know, because they learn from all their battles and wars. They learn. The white man learns from all his battles and wars. He adjusts his fighting technique and tweak it to whoever he fights. Learn, just like guerrilla warfare. He wasn't hip to that. Now he hip to guerrilla warfare. Now urban warfare. He been over there in Afghanistan and where it's urban settings and been fighting over there. Now he's gonna come over here into the ghettos, into the urban areas, and weed out all the brave ones. Make them as an example, kill them off. You know. So, for example, Nipsey Hussle, he was a unique cat because his ancestry was from Ethiopia. They thought a little different, but he considered the black man as a race. And so we can, a lot of our black people think we are part of the human race. We're not part of the human race. We're not running no race. We infinity. We part of space. We come from space. We are the first intelligent molecules, atoms on, that know how to organize different elements, become systems. We the first ones. We infinity. It's gonna be hard for y'all to wrap your mind around that, because you've been taught another way. But all those who are listening to me, especially those in Detroit, if you run across this video, hit your friends, because you're not gonna find nobody else talking like this or thinking like me. So I ain't got time to explain how I got like this, but just check around. You're gonna see people saying similar things, but they're not gonna tell you how to defend yourself and how to attack. Now, first things first. What you're fighting against, yeah, it is a virus. But they tell you that the virus is not alive. They tell you it's not alive. But how does it move itself? They tell you through breathing on each other and touch. And then they tell you it can't stay on the surface, but for so many. It can't stay on any surface, but for so many hours. But the biggest thing is close contacts with other humans, and not washing your hands, and breathing foul air. So, but how does it know to attach itself to the weakest part of your body? It's got to be programmed to do that, because everything is signals and frequencies. Now, a certain part of your body has high frequency, some of it has low frequency. So I guess the weakest part of your body gives out low frequencies. So the virus is programmed to attach onto the weakest part of your body. But it's also geared towards the lungs. Now, people that smoke, you're smoking a whole lot of weed now. You don't know what they done married with the weed, what they done sprayed the weed with. And the first thing you're going to have to worry about is dope fiends, because they're going to be fiending for that dope, and then they're going to dry that dope up, and then they're going to come into your house, try to get what you got. The night of the living dead. That's what that's about. So, enough of that. First thing you got to do, we get back into it later, is to form block clubs. Small units. You got to break yourself down into small units, so you can communicate with each other. That's why they don't want you gathering in large places where you can hold large gatherings, like churches and whatever. Can't do that no more. You got to be in a place where you don't want to be in close proximity. You're going to be 6 feet away, but you're not concerned with organizing and strategizing. You're concerned with food supply and whatever you need to keep you, in it. So, block clubs, small gatherings. You're going to have a line of self-defense. All the men is going to have to be patrolled. Make sure that, you got to keep your neighborhood safe. So you got to organize an army, a small army. It could be 6, 4, you know. But it's got to be small, and you got to communicate with the next block club some kind of way, you know. So the leaders got to send emissaries to the next block club and let them know what to do. One man get in touch with the other man through writing out notes, not through the phone, because one day they're gonna cut communications. You know, don't think this is gonna happen if you don't want to. But everything is going by what you've been seeing in the movies, like The Matrix. You know, been a whole lot of movies telling you what's getting ready to jump off. But y'all was looking at the action scenes and sex scenes, and y'all were looking at how the methodology of how small units of CIA, FBI, they got small units, special forces. They come in there. They might come in there with 2 or 3 men behind enemy lines and wreck the whole compound, blow the whole compound up. You're gonna have to stop thinking just like that. You'll have to get some homing pigeons. You know, like Mike Tyson used to have them pigeons, and you're gonna have to go back to that. I don't know if Mike, he working for the enemy or not, but most of your entertainers are sports figures, entertainers, actors and singers and stuff. They down with the enemy. Even your religious leaders, they down with the enemy. They're not telling you what to do, because you got to wait for boss man to tell them what to do. But I'm not down with it. I never charged you no money, you know. But while we still up and running, you better hip your other friends to me, because I know y'all ain't thinking like this. Y'all ain't thinking like I'm thinking. Y'all thinking like y'all are told to think. So press that like button until they you know, cut the communication on this. But while we still got a chance to communicate. My time running out, but I'm gonna come back with another video, so be sure you stay tuned for that. Don't turn it off. Black light.